Well done, Zan. Thank you. What would I do without you?
It is a total of everything is a village, honestly.
Absolutely. So what I want to invite you to today is there something that you would really like to just let go of? That the last vestiges, I mean, I think everyone that I've worked with, been around, everyone's been through such monumental change. And we're now stepping into this time of creative flow, but I can feel there's the tug of old stuff still pulling on me. I can feel it in the energetics, kind of almost going, no, no, you've still got to live in chaos. And actually, I don't think that's the truth. I think that we make that up. I think that we make up that it's got to be really hard. When actually, for me, what we're trying, this time is all about being really grounded and settled, and actually that we start to work in the feminine, not in this masculine structure of, that we have been, that whole patriarchal system is collapsing, it is imploding, and it's us up to us to hold that high vibration so that we can allow that feminine energy to come through, and for the feminine to just infuse everything, to actually notice where we have old limiting beliefs, because there is stuff in our system that we can I share today at all, Cece? Would that be cheeky?
Absolutely, because I would love, that's what I'd love to clear them.
Because we were just talking, weren't we, about money and finances, and I mean that's all tangled in that web of masculine kind of energies. And I can't remember what yeah, it was about the belief that actually you can't make enough money to really support yourself, wasn't it? To be
And
totally okay.
that and I waste money, those two.
But it was the second one that actually I could feel in your system that you believed so intrinsically that you believed it to be true.
Mhm.
And I think there's probably a lot of things where we just systemically believe it. And sometimes it's those, we can come up with limiting beliefs all the time. Like, well, I often don't think I'm good enough, or I'm this, that, and the other. But it's sometimes the real, that actually I don't believe I can make enough money to be all right, because it looks so bleak at the minute that there's just no way out. There's no way, and it's like, and we often believe that we're in stressful situations, and we believe that they are a stressful situation.
And I also, after I took my quick clear the deck walk, I realized that not only do I not believe I can't make enough income to support me, um, but also that there was kind of like, and I absolutely can't make it doing something I enjoy doing. So there was almost like I might be able to make it if it's struggle,
And
In
have a
fact,
really awful time.
I have a really awful time. If, but I'm not even sure I don't even think I could do that. But no matter what, to do it, to do it, enjoying what I'm doing. Oh no.
Yeah.
It had, yeah.
And it's that whole system we've kind of grown up with of, you know, good children work hard. You do a job and you get on with it and you don't moan about it, and and actually as a woman you're really lucky to have a job because women previously didn't. There's, and now you've got choice, and it's like there's that whole grind on it. There's that whole grind on it, and we're loosening those edges, but I do think it's almost got more gnarly, and often it's that little bit
Yeah.
like if you go, Not that I've been, but I know Cece loves me talking about it. So, but if when we go skydiving, it's that bit where you're in the plane. I've done it with abseiling. There's the bit where you get to the top and you're thinking about going, and it feels ick, and there's more pulling you back than motivating you forwards.
Yeah.
There's more kind of, isn't it? You know, it's like, and I feel like that we're in that, and it's like there's the opportunity to release the fear. So, has everybody got a tidgy little stick of some sort?
Oh, I have a, is this too big? Because I can make it smaller.
Well, you could, but I mean, yeah, you might have trouble putting it out and set your condo on fire. So,
Yeah, we don't want to do that. That would not be good. Oh, I got fire insurance. Okay.
no, well, no, it's not the length. It's more. Have you got a matchstick?
Hang on. I've got something out here. I'm sure will work.
Hello, Amber.
Hello. Sorry, I got roped into helping hubby. He was like, I don't have time to go gather all the stuff. So
Well, he doesn't. Sorry, I should have put. If you haven't got it, don't worry. You can do it energetically. So it's
I
and here's
gathered most things up for him, but then
oh,
I had to get away from a teen who literally was like, this is not responsible. You're going to light up your room on fire. Is it the best idea? I think you need to go out and have this call on the patio. And I'm like, I'm not stupid. I'm not. It's not about stupidity. It's about safety. And I'm like,
but that's why you've got your little pot of water.
right? But he's like, no, this is just a little spark could. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to sell you on eBay.
We're all little sparks.
Here's my new stick.
That's a bit better. Right, so we've all got a stick. So if anything came up for you while we were having this chat, and I will recap in a minute, but for those of us who've been talking, what we're going to do is the little stick represents what we want to release and what we want to call in. So the first thing I want you to do is we're going to just blow in anything that's just coming up for you that you're like, actually, I really do want to release that. If anything came up, just blow it into the stick. So we were just talking, Amber and Matt, about the fact that I have to confess, I actually thought, oh, once we've gone past the tipping point and we're kind of deeper into this Aquarius energy and into this feminine, that things are going to get easier. And the fact that some of the the old patterns, it's almost like things get ramped up. And actually, I think I can see that reflected in the world. You look at the sort of some of the chaotic masculine energy that's going on, that's, you know, you kind of have to laugh about it a little bit, because it's like, oh, it's just behaving really badly to try and keep its grip on everything. And that's why people doing this kind of work is so important, to let go. And I love that thing I came across from what I call her the water woman, Vega. I don't know if Cece shared it with you, Carly, but she did an experiment. So she looks at all the structure of water. Sorry?
I'm going to share it with Carly.
All right. But it was about the fact that, because we've had conversations in here about, well, yeah, but when other people are suffering, it's so hard to keep your energy high and, you know, that vibration. And then you feel bad having your energy high because they're in such doodahs. But she took eggs. So she in water, she freezes it and looks at the geometric patterns. And we know that water that is infused with love has beautiful sacred geometry. And water that is infused with joy will have a different pattern, but again, beautiful. But if you put hate into water, it's in chaos. And she took an egg from a free range farm and an egg from a barn, you know, where they're all kept really badly. and the egg from the free range, I think it was the white of the egg she did, had beautiful sacred geometry, but the white from the barn chickens was just chaotic, really awful. However, she took an egg from the farm, surrounded it, I think it was with about 10 eggs of the bad, from the bad barn, and the one egg infused the others with its sacred geometry. So when she actually imprinted them and froze them, they had beautiful structure.
Wow.
And it's like, and to me, that's like, there's 6 of us here. If we hold that high vibration, then we could be influencing 10 other people and bringing them into beautiful coherence. And that alone just makes it worth showing up every week, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know, so we're setting out to raise that vibration and just to just release whatever might come up today. So I've got 4 people would like a card. Amber, would you like a card pulled? We're using the Wildwood Tarot, which is beautiful. It's very more appropriate probably to British, very Britishly. But although I bought it in America, I think so. As you do.
It seems we're importing American people and things everywhere. Case in point, the Pope.
And that was before Trump said you had to pay 400% extra.
I think the Pope just slid under the wire.
Oh dear. So the idea of the card is I actually want you to, so I'm going to pull yours first, Cece, all right? I don't know quite how we'll do that. Maybe should I put the pictures on WhatsApp? That sounds like a good plan. Yeah? I haven't got Carly's. I'll send, I'll send Carly, I'll send it to Cece and she can send it to you, just for speed of me not adding, because I'm a bit fingers and
That
thumbs.
works.
So. Or no, I'll put it in the group and then Cece can send it. Okay, so Cece, do you know what you'd like to work on? And we'll blow in, blow in, blow your essence in. Okay, and I'm just gonna. Oh, it says this one. Oh, lovely, the green woman. So I will put that. Where's our group? I'm not recordings. Unless you can add Carly to the group, Cece. I don't know whether that's possible or not.
I don't think we have group adding people privileges, but you could always just change that in the setting and then we can do that.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. You know me, it takes me 4 years to figure out what the community settings, who can add new members, everyone. There we go. So we'll do that, and you might have to add her to the general piece. Right, who'd like a card next? Dan, right. Just gonna. Okay, so set your intention and then just blow in. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, interesting. The mirror. I will pop that one on the group. So once you have your card, the idea is just to look at what's the story, what is it you're seeing, and how does it reflect on the energy of what it is that you are asking about, okay? So yours is now in the group, Suzanne. They're such beautiful cards. Do you know what? I've never come across that mirror one before. That's a newbie. Who'd like to go next? Should I go next, Carly?
Sure.
Okay. So just set your intention of what you want to see more about. And then when you're ready, just close your eyes and you just blow. And we receive your energy here. Nice. You've got the wheel.
Oh,
Have you managed to add her, Cece? I can't hear you, you're on mute.
Because I'm going to just email it to her because I'm slow to add at the moment.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Let's. Oh no,
I think, yeah, I can
I
get.
can do it, Cece. I think I might have Carly's. I'm not sure. If not, I'll figure it out.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. We need her phone number, right? Not anything
I
else.
tell you what, Carly, put your phone number in the chat. That's the easiest, and then
That's perfect. Yeah, and then we can do it. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so I can add her to the group.
Do you want me to do it, or Amber to do it?
Yeah, you're probably both faster than I am. I'm going to try.
Yep, I'll do it.
Thank
Right,
you.
we'll pull your card first, Amber.
All right, darling.
Yeah,
So
'cause
set
I'm not
my intention and then blow.
Blow your energy into the cards. Yeah. Sorry, I hold them down there towards you, and that's no good.
Yeah, because I'm not seeing how to add, so that's great. If you can do it. Okay. All right, general. We're in the general one, right?
Nice. It's interesting the different colours that come through.
Add.
Interesting. Ace of Arrows. So I'll pop that on the. I've not worked with that one either. So I loved it. New people pull different cards.
I'm not seeing how to add Carly to the group, so
Cece, don't even stress about it, darling. I'm on my way to do it.
thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thanks.
You having a card, Matt? Yeah?
Okay, let's do it.
Cool. So we're not using them. I don't use them as traditional tarot. They're more of intuitive insight for you personally. Yeah. So you're looking at. Everyone can look at how it reflects in their life and what could there be that's deeper within that. Yeah. What is it that they're not seeing? Let me just. Oops. Interesting, never seen that one. The shaman.
Why might
Is
not?
she really? Oh,
it just fell out for you.
that's incredible. That's just
It was like
so.
it's good. Hi.
Oh, perfect. Wow.
Okay, Matt. So when you're ready, you just set an intention about something you'd like deeper insight on. and then you're just going to blow your energy into the cards.
All right, I'm not seeing the rest. There they are.
Okay.
Carly up there.
Mute you, Cece, so we can concentrate. Right. Let's see. No, I've missed it. There we go. The Knight of Arrows. Nice. So I'll pop that in the group. So when you're looking at the picture, look at everything in the detail. What's the cut? What's popping out at you? What's the color that's popping out at you? What's the journey path that you've been on that have led you to this moment, and what's in there that might be just holding you back or limiting you? And then you can use that to blow into your stick anything deeper that you see that needs releasing.
Sorry to interrupt, is Carly's the wheel?
Yes.
Okay, let me see if I can get that to her.
I think Amber's adding her, sweetheart.
Okay.
You can relax now.
Okay.
I can probably... should have kept that one to one side, shouldn't I?
Emma, my love, did you confirm the adding me as an admin, or just invite the other people to the group?
I said everyone could add.
Showing it's not showing the invite, or let me just see if I can.
I think I can get it to Carly by emailing. Just a sec. I've got a copy. Come on.
We can figure it out afterwards, so we don't.
I know, but she needs to see it now to.
Oh, why don't I just text it to her? That's easy.
Can you do that? I'm trying to email it, but it's not cooperating.
I'm wondering if I can put it. I don't know how to put it on here either, and I've lost the chat with your number in. Oh, there it is. Is that? Would it be +1 512?
Yes. Sorry about that.
That's okay. I'll just put you in my contacts and do it that way. So I'll do that, and everybody else, you just go and look at your cards and.
Thank you.
Emma, it looks like Matthew is not in there either, so I'll send him his. Matt, you need to check your WhatsApp for invites to the group.
Hello?
Well, if you don't do it now, it's all right. I'll just borrow your phone and do it for you.
I'm just figuring it out.
Well, I'm pretty anyway, it's fine. You would have, if Emma added you to the group, you would have received an invite, my love. But I just sent you your card.
Right, I've sent you an invite, so hopefully, Carly, you'll have got that.
I got it. Thank you.
There you go. So hopefully you should be able to go in the general section and see your card, which is the wheel.
Emma, do you have Matthew's number by any chance?
I do. I've invited Matthew before, so
I know he's not very good
not
at it.
sure whether it'll. Let me try again then. Matt. Have you got that, Matt?
I do.
There you go. Hooray!
Really, all kinds of accomplishments today.
Right, now I'm gonna. We'll have a bit of silence now, just for 5 minutes. Look at whatever. Oh my goodness. I'll add mine in. The other thing is if you see something in that picture as well where there's something you want to claim, is there an energy that's now coming through that you're like, oh, I really feel drawn to that, I want to claim that energy, then you can blow that into the other end. Okay?
I don't know which end I used.
Don't worry about it. Spirit knows.
Good.
Just trust, it's fine.
Doriama, you said we take the energy and we blow it into the other end, to the one we blew in last time. Okay.
To be fair, it doesn't matter too much because we're doing this with a candle rather than a full-blown fire. So
Right. Did we light up our stick?
not yet. Not yet.
Okay. Like, okay,
We'll
totally
do that
bizarre.
after. So, because what we're going to do then, has everyone had a chance to reflect?
Yes.
I have to share. Does anyone have any questions before I share? Because I was just like, did you see mine?
No.
Yes, I saw yours. I
I'm like,
had to make sure none of those arrows were actually in the person, so I was like, okay, he's good.
but to me it was like, oh, there's my dead husband.
Wait, oh my God. Yeah.
You know, it's just like, and this has been on my mind a lot. Is like how I don't normally laugh, but I did find it really quite funny. And I'm like, of all the cards to pick, it was like, well, because I'm like, how do I move beyond this? You know, how do I not get stuck in the past and come into balance with it all and be okay? And what I saw in this was very much that it was about actually really releasing this attachment to this physical form.
Mm.
You know, because this is in transformation and actually in all that we were talking about being pinned down and being pulled back into old gnarly stuff, and we're actually trying to be the butterfly. And actually, I saw in that we can be the butterfly and just leave this to rest. It can rest and have its own space, and it's at peace with itself. And it's got its own weight and energies, but it was just such a, yeah. I just was like, wow.
See, when I saw your card, what came up for me was, oh my gosh, it must have heard Emma talk about that she doesn't even have time to eat barely these days. And that's why the rest is coming up. And it made me like, whoa, interesting.
Yeah.
Must it is.
Would anyone else like to share? You don't have to, there's no obligation here. It's just
I have a question on mine. The Green Woman has two, like a human and a non-human characters in her hands, and a big cauldron.
yeah.
Thinking she's dropping them into the cauldron for transformation, but
If that's what you see, then that's what you see.
that was the second thing I saw. I mean, first it was like, an abundance cauldron, but then it was like, I think she's putting them in the cauldron for transformation. I don't.
And how does that reflect in the story of what's going on for you right now?
Well, I'd like to be transformed, and that's what I do.
What is there any deeper insight inside of that in what you, because what we're doing at this point as well is very much about what is it we need to let go of. So when you look in there is what you think you might need to let go of.
Oh, well, I need to let go of all cauldron's worth. I don't think the characters are what I need to let go of, though they might be.
Have another little reflection, sort of see what's the story. So look at the cards as how does it represent the story of your life, and how you at this point, how does it represent what's going on. And actually you saw abundance in that, which I think is really interesting, that maybe there's more abundance than you realize. But what is there something in that picture that actually would represent something you need to let go of, or is it all about what you're claiming? It might be all about your claiming, but it's about just trying to get some deeper insight. What are the subtle nuances that you're maybe missing?
Yeah, because maybe it is that the characters represent what I'm letting go of, different aspects of what I'm letting go of.
And what would those aspects be? So when you look at those characters, what is it that they represent that you want to let go of? What are the parts of you that need to actually be transformed in that cauldron?
The one that everything is kind of the demon one, and the monster one or whatever, and the striving, cautious, scared, almost antlered person. Kind of, yeah.
And maybe this is me, so I would also maybe be thinking, oh, maybe they need to go into the cauldron to be transformed together.
Yes, I think so.
So that they become part of the whole and they love one another within all of that soup.
Oh, instead of the cautious and the angry. Yes, thank you. Yeah.
Anyone else got any questions or anything they'd like to share?
Yeah, I love that, Emma. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's just learning to kind of really draw out of yourself what's in those cards, and make sure you blow all that in your stick, Cece.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Cece, I don't know if you noticed, but one thing that really stood out to me on that card.
Right, hang on. What? Right, I'm going to stop you,
Okay.
Amber. Okay.
Because it's not for me to notice, is it?
No, because you're noticing for you.
Yeah.
Now you may be tracking for Cece. It was why I was trying to be quite cautious about not overlaying. So when we're doing this, it's about just each person being empowered to
Totally.
see their own insight. Yeah,
I understand.
and
Thank
that's
you.
some of the point of it is because you can then do the work and then go back and look at the card and you'll see something new and fresh. Sometimes you want you're like, I don't identify with that card at all, I want a new one. But sometimes you look and you go, oh, I never noticed that. So that's why I stopped you, because you might you
I
might
totally
preempt that
understand.
insight.
Totally understand.
Okay.
It's just that she had said something and I was like,
And-
but you're right, it's not for me.
No, but thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
So what I thought we'd do is we're going to go on a journey. And I think we should go on a journey to the sun. How does everyone feel like about the journey to the sun? Yeah. So I'm not quite sure how it fits, but it was what came up. So I suppose it's the height of the solstice and the sun, isn't it? But so we're going to go and journey to the sun, and you are going to take your stick with you. All right. So I actually want you to physically have your stick in your hand. All right. And I'm going to drum us through the journey, and we're going to go up through. Have you done any shamanic journeying, Carly, or anything like that before?
Only once.
Okay, no, that's brilliant. Fantastic. So I'll guide us up through the world tree. And those of you who have a power animal, you'll have your power animal with you. Those of you who haven't, my bear will be journeying. And sometimes there'll be a green dragon who'll fly us on the top of the tree, because I have a big green dragon on top of mine. So he may or may not be, we'll see. But we can all fly. When you're doing shamanic stuff, you can fly, you can do whatever. And we're going to journey to the sun for insight from the sun as a wise being. Okay? And just to see what the sun has got to say. But it's like, one of the things to do is to become one with the sun. So we're going to journey, and it's actually allow yourself to be as if you were the sun. And the more you can get into the expanse of that feeling, it might start off as an imagineering as what would it feel like to be the sun. The idea is to try and just be sun. So you just feel what it's like, and then ask for wisdom at that level. What is the wisdom from that you need, of what else you might need to let go of? What do you need to fully be in that radiant, energetic power, in that true, innate wisdom that you naturally are? Okay, and you can ask whatever you like. So I won't lead that. We'll set an intention, and then I'll journey you there, and then I'm going to leave you, and you're going to just journey on the drum. Now, you don't need to push it, because sometimes you just need to settle. So actually on the rhythm of the drum, it takes about 10 minutes to alter the brain waves. So there's no rush to be sun or be anything. You can just journey on the sound and just be in the space. Okay? But when you feel yourself deepening, that's when you would start asking questions. Well, what else? What do I need to see? And there might be you might find another guide will appear. So sometimes, because we need help, to kind of fully understand the experience. And you can even you can say, could a guide come and help me to have deeper insight in this experience? So we can always ask for help. wherever we are, whatever we're doing. And I think it's the biggest thing we forget is to ask for help from one another, from spirit, whoever. And I know I'm bad at I'm good at asking spirit. I'm not always good at asking people, and I need to get better at that. So, but yeah, go on, Cece.
Did we blow our gifts into our stick? I can't remember at this point.
Yeah, you did blow some of that, but it's been more about what we're shedding.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I thought. So we'll blow
Well,
more in.
when you're at the sun, though, so what I want you to do is any insight or anything else that comes up about stuff that you're seeing, any truths, you're going to blow in to the stick for what you want to release. And then I want you to also, so you'll be doing it eyes closed, but there's nothing to stop you just blowing in. And then if there's any gifts that come through, that inner knowing, now there might not be words to it, but if there's that inner knowing, or if there's a feeling you get while you're in this, blow that in your stick as well. Because sometimes it's the feeling that you get of something, the power of something like that, of, you know, what do you want to bring into the world? You know, what's that divine feminine energy that needs to be released? You know, this right brain activity that has this enormous untapped potential and power, you know, that we've not used for the last goodness knows how long in, you know, in evolutionary terms. It's been all the logical, all the kind of left brain. And this is like we're moving into this time of the right brain. So those are the gifts we're looking to claim. And anything else that occurs to you, because it's your journey, there are no rules. There are no rules. You don't even have to do what I say. You can just do what feels right for you. I suggest that you do come back on the call of the drum. Is the only thing. So when we're journeying, if you've gone, is the so the usual rhythm is just going to be the usual kind of so many beats per second, which is to give you the binaural rhythms. When it's time to come back, I will then stop that and I will just bang a few bits. And I'm very technical today. It's been a long day. It's very warm here. So I'll break up like that. That is a signal for you just to take time to gather yourself. Blow anything else into your stick. There's no rush at that point. And give thanks to any guides, give thanks to the sun and have honoring. Okay? And then it will be the fast, slightly eclectic beats, which is calling you back. It's saying, come home. Okay? And you just follow the way you came. If you can't remember, you just call on your power animal, or you call on my bear or the dragon. But call on my bear is best, actually, because dragon can come and go and be a bit flighty. So, and bear will always fly you home. So you just jump on bear's back and bear will take you. Okay? Any more questions?
Just a quick one.
Go on, Amber.
Go ahead, Cece.
This is Emma. Your voice just went very quiet.
Oh, did it? You can hear the drum.
Yeah. Now we can hear you
Now
too.
you're fine. Yeah. I think you moved back a little so your mic wasn't picking up.
Right.
But one question. But
Yes.
you said if you need to release something, so would that be in the other end of the stick? Like,
Yeah, don't worry too much about it.
Okay. So
Blow
just
it in. Blow it in, and we will trust that spirit is going to release what we want. We're creating transformation. We're creating both sides in that stick. I was just going to wonder whether let me just check the audio settings. And it's on automatically adjust, so it should be all right. Me and tech at the minute, oh dear. Keep blowing it up. So, right. I'm going to put these out the way 1 minute. And I'm just going to invite everyone to get comfortable. I will be imaginary blowing in my stick because I can't blow in a stick and drum. So I'll put it there and blow. And just make sure you've got somewhere comfortable. You can switch your video off if you wish to at this point. It's entirely up to you, because I'd like you to just be able to close your eyes and just allow yourself to relax into the process. While you're journeying, you might get thoughts and stuff. You will, because that we're kind of thinking beings. And the idea then is, if that's the case, is just come back into your heart. Bring your attention back to your heart and allow yourself to settle back. And just to start, we're just going to take a bit of time to do our little bit of breath work. I'm just going to invite you to breathe in for 4 and hold for 4. Breathe out for 4 and hold for 4. And again, breathe in, hold, and release. And hold. And just continue in your own pattern for a little bit. Fires of the south, come. Come, allow us to shed the past, to release that that's holding us back, the bindings that we feel and the attachments to our story. Waters of the west, come. Come to cleanse this medicine space. Wash away what no longer serves us, so that we can freely, femininely, perfect balance. To the earth of the north, come. Nourish us with your rich dark soils. Allow us to see the epic soul's journey. ancestors and our children's children come. Hold space for us to free from our very DNA, that which has been holding us back. To the winds of the east, Apuchen, great eagle, condor, come. Allow us to fly wingtip to wingtip with spirit. Allow all our spirit guides and guardians, all benevolent energies to come through and support us as we journey into the sacred realms. To our dear Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, we are gathered here today for the healing of your children, the four-legged, the two-legged, the winged, the finned, the furred, the bats, the creepy crawlies, but also for us, for our own beingness, so that we may be in service to all through raising our own vibration. Father, Sun, Grandmother Moon, Star Nations, Palladians, Hathors, but mostly our Father, Sun, we come here today to honor you, to seek your wisdom on this summer solstice, and so we journey to you with great love and intention. I just want you to imagine that you are centered in your heart. As you are settled in that space, there is a door in front of you. That door opens, inviting you to walk through. Into this beautiful space in nature. And on the far side of that space is the world tree. I'm just going to take a moment to look at the colours. Look at the energy surrounding that tree. The way the branches shimmer and reach up into the sky, drawing down the rays of sunshine. follow him. And you're just journeying up and up on the rays of light, following the great green dragon. Just know you might not know that he's there. You might have a knowing or a sense of another energy. You might journey on the sound or on a feeling. the center, aware of the branches and the light, aware of the deep roots and the rivers and streams flowing up in those roots, bringing nourishment and anchoring. And just step out of that world tree, back into that space, back into that space in the meadow, and walk back towards that door. And step back into your heart space, and just allow that door to close while you settle deeply into the center of your beingness. And while you're there, if there's anything else you need to just blow in your stick, anything you wish to claim, and if you want to make a few notes, we'll just take a couple of minutes or so. Just allow yourself to come back in the room. And you can just write up any notes that you have. Okay, just one more minute and then we'll all come back online if that's okay. Right, hopefully everybody's back in this planet. How was that for everybody? I certainly found it different. But...
Yeah, I found it different as well.
Do you want to share?
Just in the way of kind of just went into this central, I don't even know how to describe it. But I was kind of just being carried along, and had the sound of the ocean. So the ocean was there, and I've just written the sea washing against the tide, beautiful sound, so reassuring and protective. That kind of how it felt. I just felt like I was being carried. Oh, it was weird, but lovely at the same time. Um, Lots of green and blue. Yeah,
Nice. I like that metaphor of the being carried.
yeah,
So that flow. That feels nice for what we've been working on, isn't it? It's like, oh,
yeah.
maybe we don't. It's not so hard. We can, we've got that. So I hope you claimed that in your stick.
I did. I absolutely did.
Would anyone else like to share? I had a very different experience. I just felt like I was going through layers and layers, and it was like at the edge of the sun. It was a lot colder than I thought it was going to be. But then I kept. It was like I was being guided down all these passages, and I was almost had this like, oh, were we there yet? Feeling all the time. Actually, I haven't put that because maybe that's I can feel there's something in that. And then it'd be like we go a bit deeper, and it was like there was something around a lot of depth going on. And dragon was really, I was ended up embodied dragon, so I was flying as dragon, but we kind of were banking and turning, and there was just like all these passages to go down, and they weren't like normal passages. It was just like this in all this moltenness. But eventually it was like we hit this core, and I just could feel it in my heart chakra. It was like this it was like 0 point, that pinpoint of white light. And it was just incredible. It was like, it was almost really tiny and everything all in one go. It was kind of, and all that stuff was just kind of stuff. And I think that was, that was like, I was like, oh, I can see that in the metaphor of how much stuff we often feel we've got to wade through just to get to the purity of that single point, that center point. And I felt like I'd made quite a meal of getting there, that maybe I didn't have to. That kind of, it was really, really cool and very different to what I don't know what I was expecting, but it was definitely different. So yeah, and I was just like, yeah, I just don't need to hold on to all the struggle, you know. And dragon turns up and just takes me where I need to go, rather than, I think I was kind of wading through a little bit on my own, and then suddenly dragon's there, and it was easy. And it was very weird because I could feel my face felt like a dragon's face. That felt weird. Because I was like, my face feels really odd. And it was all tight in odd places. So I was like, oh, I've got a dragon's face. So there, that was that. So anyone else before we do our little fire ceremony? No. Okay. So, what I'd like you to do is get your candle. No, I don't know. Let's make it so you can see my little table. Or I could put it on the book. Put it there. I did have a lighter in my usual Emma cell. So if you light your candles, and just make sure you've got your little pot of water nearby. And you take your stick and you're just gonna blow anything else in that you just think you might want to release. We'll just take a second or two just to do that, and anything you want to claim from your journey. And there's something in that as well. We don't know everything, but at some level we do. There's a level of trusting the unconscious to work its magic without us having a need to control it. And then you take your stick and you're just gonna get it alight. And then normally I just shake it out so it smokes. And you're just gonna claim the smoke into your heart. And sometimes you have to just keep lighting it a bit. And then just claiming the smoke is the easiest way to do it, the safest. And I like to claim it into my heart, my belly, and also into kind of my head and third eye. And the end of the stick just dropped off and burnt my leg. I didn't choose a good stick this time. Burn the floor. So I think I choose too small a stick. So be careful, people. Just all the gifts that you're claiming, all that transformation. I'm putting mine out, but just carry on for as long as you need to just feel that honouring. And you can, even when if you've got to put your stick out, you can still just sit with your belly, your heart, and your third eye, and just claim that transformation in at every level of your being. And you don't have to burn all of the stick, by the way, just the fact you've put some of it in and you're just claiming that is fine. So don't feel you've got to keep going till the very end. You know what I'm going to put to the universe is I at some point want us all to be in the same room, in the same country, and do this, have a proper outdoor one on a big bonfire.
I've got the perfect place for us to do it too. So, hey,
Okay. At your house or somewhere else, or
I'm thinking Matt's favorite place at the moment, at least in Canada, on Prince Edward Island. We have the place where we could go and do it, and you know, it's
They would,
private.
they would,
It's beautiful.
they would be upset with a big bonfire, but we can keep it small.
We have plenty of area for us to have a safe bonfire, even if they're having a dry bit.
that would be lovely. So it will be. Let's call that one in. So,
Yep, going to invite everybody, and the place itself is magical anyway, so why not?
yeah, we can do some. I'll bring the drum, put it on the plane.
Absolutely.
So the idea with that is that then normally they say wait 2 weeks and just see what unfolds. Yeah, because we're just leaving the magic and the energetics. There's nothing to do. There's like you've done your little ceremony. You know, there's no work to do. We're just calling in from that energetic space, and we're using the fire for transformation. So you just see what unfolds over the next couple of weeks. But what we finish off is I asked everyone to bring rattles and everything, and we're just gonna make a load of noise, and part of that is to say thank you to spirit. Okay, so I'm gonna start off. I've got this one as well. I have two. I'm greedy. So I'm gonna just say the bits to start with, just to close the space, and then we're gonna all rattle, and we're just rattling or playing our bells or doing whatever with great intention to say thank you to spirit for holding us in this beautiful ceremony today. So I'm just gonna say to the fires of the south, Thank you. Thank you for transforming our energetics, for holding us so beautifully at this time, for bringing such beautiful light to this wonderful gathering. Aho. To the winds, to the waters of the west, thank you for cleansing this space and keeping it safe, for washing away and releasing, helping us to release everything that needed to be released. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To the earth of the north, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for allowing us the privilege of being on this epic soul's journey, all together and as one. Hope. To the winds of the east, Abu Chen, Great Eagles, Condor, thank you, thank you, thank you for allowing us to fly wingtip to wingtip with spirit and having new experiences all the time. Mother Earth, thank you for loving us so dearly. Thank you for all the creativity that comes through you. Thank you for this divine feminine rising, this time of allowing expansion of our right brain into the portals of all possibility. Hope. Father, Sun, Grandmother Moon, Star Nations, to the source of creation, but especially to our Father Sun, thank you for honouring us with your presence today and allowing us to come on journey with you. Aho. Okay, everybody, make your noise. I can't hear everyone else. You know what? I bet all of your settings are wrong. You need your settings on auto low or something. So thank you, Great Spirit. Just make as much noise as you can at your end. Ah, thank you, all you lovely, lovely people. I hope you enjoyed tonight.
Oh my gosh,
Thank you, Emma. That was incredible.
it was totally incredible. Thank you.
Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. It was just lovely as always.
It's just
It's,
exceptional. So
no, it's a privilege to spend every week with you lots, you know. It's a nice little community here. So, and you're very welcome, Carly, to come anytime you'd like, if you wish. So we've
Thank
gone
you.
on a bit longer than normal today, but it was kind of a special.
Yeah, I loved it. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you are very welcome. It's really lovely to meet you.
and what a wonderful, wonderful way to celebrate the solstice and set intentions for the next phase. I just thank you, Emma. I haven't had that sort of something to do that with at a solstice or actually any sort of date for a long time. That was incredible.
So, yeah, maybe we need to do more to do with the moons and everything, because
That'd be good.
powerful, isn't it? So
Yes, it's very powerful. Thank you. Huge. Wow.
it was lovely. And I'm very lucky. Suzanne's taking me to, where are we going? Jodrell Bank, which
Jodrell Bank.
the big space station hub, or what is it? A telescope.
Yeah, kind of.
It's a great. You can see the satellite dish for miles.
Wow.
We're going there for the solstice, aren't we? And there's all sorts of stuff on. So
We are.
Well, that ought to be amazing.
yeah, I've wanted to go forever, and I've never been. So yes, I'm excited.
Perfect. Totally perfect.
So
Ah,
there anyone got anything they wish to add or any questions before we?
Just one question. You said bring stones that you wanted to infuse with the energy. I think.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, well,
No, I just
I
I
just
just had them
have them
here.
nearby.
That's what I did too.
Yeah. So sometimes what we sometimes do is when I've got actually have an altar, because you know if you have a ceremony we normally have an altar in the middle where everyone's around, and then everyone comes and puts their stones they want infused on the altar. So
I see.
like you had your own little altar with your candle and everything.
Yeah, and I smoked them. I wrapped them.
But it's also to note, you know, the fire. I mean, I kind of made it into a, you know, a longer ceremony today. But you can take 5 minutes to do a fire ceremony anytime. You know, to give honouring for something, to be grateful for something, but also to go, I just need to transform this. I want to really, I don't want to be holding myself from this way or walking in this way, and I want to transform it. And it's like, well, what is it you want to release and what is it you want to claim? And then
Nice.
you just take it to the I have a wood burning stove and I've always loved that. So in the winter I have fire ceremonies all the time because the fire's on every night. And you know, and it's lovely to just sit there and just let go of what you want to from the day. It's like, oh no,
Nice.
and trust that spirit will transform that for us. So, which has reminded me I need to find a chimney sweep. So, but that's a whole other story.
Huge.
Okay.
Wow. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Beautiful.
Mm.
Look forward to seeing you all again next week, I hope.
Absolutely.
Have a wonderful solstice. Mwah. Lots of love.
Lots of love.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.